This is the last video I'm going to make on this playlist, kind of outlining the sample CRM that I made for the client. So the other thing that they really have liked, moving on to kind of this next sheet, is being able to have formulas and functions up in the headers of each row. So for example, we still have the header here, and then we're able to exhibit the information here so that people, when they accidentally, delete or type over something, if we try to type into that, it gives you that reference error, so you know not to, edit things. So anyway, and then we protect this single cell here. So that was one thing that they really liked. Each of these sheets functions the same way, which is another thing that they really liked, is being able to go through that same process that I referred to in the last video, namely a manager, a supervisor checking the box, turning this red, indicating that it can be deleted, and then their supervisor being the one to come in and delete the information. So the last thing that they liked is you can see the functionality is essentially the same for each of these sheets, except for this last one has a little bit different functionality, and it's feeding from a Google form. Actually, it's feeding from a database, but regardless, we were able to get the information to update automatically on a Google form, essentially, that was submitted by users on a however so often basis. And it was able to check boxes for the employees automatically. So that for in this sample, they had to do 2 observations or 2 site visits per month with each of their clients. So the clients would be listed here. And then if they completed an observation through, let's say in this example, the Google form, it will check this box automatically based on the month that they're in. So when the month changes, then the checkbox is clear automatically. And then on the new month, they're able to get an idea of which ones need to be completed and which ones haven't been completed. And then the other thing that they liked is this CRM. We used AppScript to send notifications and updates. So the first observation was due on the 15th or before the 15th of each month, and the second is due before the 28th of each month. So there would be an email reminder automatically on a trigger emailed to the user saying, hey, your observation hasn't been completed in time. Please get that completed. And so that was another functionality that they really liked. And then the last one is, like I said, in the headers, having the formulas, and then being able to outline a unique list of all of the users and how many clients they have, things like that, being able to build like a caseload sheet. So just in a summary of how the CRM functioned is there's a dashboard for the requests that you make here. And I don't have a specific client in here, but if you selected a client's name, it would autofill information and chart that information based on Google Form submissions or submissions through an application that they had. And they would just go through and basically move from sheet to sheet to say, we requested this authorization, we can delete this person, and we can put them in here as a referral. All right, the referral is completed. Now we can move them over to this sheet. And it kind of just goes sequentially in order here until you closed out their case for these guys. So that's essentially the way that this functions. Obviously, there's a lot of different ways of doing things. I thought this was just and I've built lots of sheets. This was just one example that I thought would be a good way to share kind of what you could expect and kind of the skills that I or the functionalities I'd be able to implement. And I'll probably make a series of other videos of different sheets that I made as well, just because this is one single illustration that I think encompasses lots of different things.